Hey everybody, welcome to another game of War Machine. I'm Lightem'up here. Got a game between my buddies Haley 2 and my Skorne with Mordikaar. My buddy's running Haley 2 with Thorn and a Stormclad. He's got the Firefly on Junior, our 2 Arcane Tempest Rifleman, Alten Ashley, Major Katherine Laddermore, Archduke Runewood, Arlan Strangeways, and a max unit of Storm Lances. Pretty normal lists. My buddy's a pretty good player. Switches factions around a lot, but Storm Lances are a really solid unit. Stormclad is a really heavy hitter. And then of course Haley can just turn everything up to 1,000,000 and send things to, well, like just 1,000 inches all the way across the board. So not a bad list for him. He's running those 2 Arcane Tempest Riflemen. I personally believe that running them in pairs is the best way to go, and I probably need to pick up another one for myself because I currently only own one. But my list today is not Cygnar. Instead, I am playing Skorne. And we are going with Mordikaar the Void Seer Mordikaar. In his battle group, Tiberion, Despoiler, the auto include, Cyclops Brute, Gladiator, Hakaar, Saxon Orrik, min unit of Beast Handlers, maximum unit of Nihilators, and then a min unit of Karax. So my battle plan here, and you'll see it in the deployment in a minute, but my battle plan here is basically to put the hollow spell on the Nihilators, so if they don't tough, I get their tasty soul, and then Hakaar can follow up behind the Karax to not only provide some hitting power behind them, but power up off of their souls as well. And then obviously everything else just does its part. On to the deployment. Alright, so I deployed first, I went first turn. He gave me the side with the rubble and the hill, so that he could have the side that the flag will be protected by the wall. And then he also has that one flag there to the south that's in the bottom in the forest. There's a lot more forest coming from my side than there is from his. And he's got the trench if he needed it, plus the hill. But I deployed the Karax at the south with Hakaar and the Brute to protect that side. I got the Despoiler there in the center, the Nihilators roughly in the center, and then my main meat in my battle group and my caster up on the north side of the flag. First turn, everything is just running here, so pretty standard turn. I decided not to shield wall the Karax because normally on my first turn I don't care about shield walling. I'm going to have to adjust my tactics here, I guess, eventually, because turns out Haley 2 can still hit you on your first turn. Mordikaar casts the Ghost Walk spell for his battle group, a Host of Shadows, and then everything on that side runs up. The Nihilators run, staying out of the rough terrain, and my opponent turn goes. So on my side of the board, my goal here is I've got that flag in the rubble on the north side. And he's only going to be, and he's got the majority of his forces up there, but I'm not too scared about Storm Lances. I think Tiberion and a Gladiator can take out Storm Lances pretty easily. And then if the Despoiler can manage to be within 5 inches of one of those living models when they get destroyed, he'll just create a Void Spirit and I will be able to chomp through them. At the bottom, the plan was to contest his flag with my shield wall unit and use Hakaar to kill whatever he sent over there to kill them. Unfortunately, as you see, I just lost 4 of my Karax on his turn because he ran Thorn and then Arcane bolted 4 of my Karax dead. So that sucks. But gave Hakaar a 3-inch move because of Vengeance. Void Spirit ran there into the trench. He's going to attempt to go and kill Alten Ashley next turn. No point in getting him in melee with Alten because Alten incorporeal models can't make free strikes, so not a big deal there. This turn, I'm just running all my Nihilators in. I popped my feet with Mordikaar, revived, or I did not revive anything. Popped my feet with Mordikaar and camped like 4 or 5 Fury. I am expecting a feat from him next turn, so the defense bonus this turn will be handy to try to stem the amount of losses I get on his feat, what I call feat turn A, because Haley's feat turn really is a 2-turn feat. She gets to have 2 turns in a row for herself and really no turn for you. Which is great when you're playing her, but when you're playing against her, it kind of sucks. So I get Tiberion up there. He's in shield guard range of Mordikaar, obviously just in case. Got enough Nihilators around him so that Electroleaps won't go into Mordikaar. They'll go into the Nihilators first. Got a couple models contesting the center flag in case he goes for that, namely the Brute behind the wall. He's going to be pretty hard to remove. And then Hakaar is up there threatening his Thorn because Hakaar can do a significant amount of damage. You'll notice at the bottom he charged in Anastasia Debray and killed off Saxon Orrik. I completely forgot that he had Anastasia, and he always does this to me. He brings her in the second turn, and there's usually some tasty solo off to the side that she can just run and or charge into and get our backstab bonus against, and that's exactly what happened here. So that happened. At the top, Major Laddermore just went and did a couple attacks and repositioned out of the way. I think she shot, maybe stabbed the Gladiator, I'm not sure. Now the rest of the Stormlances are making press forward orders, doing charges, and making sure to keep them all into command. I do believe this will be his feet turn, so all he's doing is really setting up to remove the chaff this turn so he can send in it on the heart of my warriors next turn, which sucks. I am getting a pile of souls. You'll see the souls stacking up behind Mordikaar. He repositions those Stormlances to be threatening Tibbers next turn. His goal obviously is to be able to take him out as soon as possible, because once I lose Tibbers, I lose an awful lot of the hitting power on this list. But so be it. Tiberion is essentially a miniature colossal at this point. He actually goes up there with Thorn and attempts to telekinesis Tiberion and fails because Tiberion can't move from a telekinesis, can't be placed by enemy models, which is, I'm fine with him wasting focus on that. It's not like he didn't have enough to go around. And then he moves his Stormclad into threat range so that he can get it in there next turn to kill me. Sorry, he TK'd the Stormclad, and then the Stormclad charged in and started wailing on Tiberion. Did not manage to kill him, did not have temporal acceleration on him, didn't have the focus to do it, and she did pop her feet, so I am under the Haley 2 feet this turn. Don't have an awful lot that I can do. Because he moved the Stormclad into Tiberion's melee range, though, Tiberion will be able to attack, which is good for me. So I just go to contest the bottom flag, because he is at 1 control point after killing off Saxon Orrik. Move the Void Spirit to where it's in range of Haley and or Junior. Actually, I don't even think it was. I just moved him to stay inside the trench so she doesn't Arcane Bolt my Void Spirit next turn. Move a couple things around to try to jam up and protect Mordikaar from his horses next turn. Walk Despoiler up into the Stormclad to get that defense, or so the Dark Shroud going, and did put up his Animus for Arcane Suppression. Haley. Although I don't think I actually got within 10 inches of Haley. I'm not sure, we might have to measure that out later. And then Tiberion goes and starts wailing on the Stormclad. You can actually see my opponent's damage grid there. 2 hits manages to fill in almost the whole thing, and the 3rd hit took him out. So good on Tiberion, actually able to do some damage there. I was fortunate enough to have one Beast Handler within range to do an enrage without moving, so that was Tiberion hitting at power and strength 22 against an armor 22 Stormclad, because Stormclad had Arcane Shield on it. And then, not much else that I can do. My goal here is just to weather his next turn. So try to move Mordikaar into a spot where he's not going to be getting shot at. He's got his shield guard there for any big hit. And then, hopefully not getting Electroleaped into. I actually moved Mordikaar to where the Electroleaps from Tiberion will go into the flag instead of into any models, which is good. He, on his turn, is doing a couple of deadly shots. Manages to hit and take out the Nihilators that are in range, the deadly that are keeping stuff from getting to Tiberion this turn. There's a couple more Nihilators going down, or one more Nihilator going down. And then he's going into, this is Haley 2 going. Thorn is actually the proxy base right there next to Despoiler. He's able to get a telekinesis. First he time bombed Tiberion, hitting Mordikaar with the AoE and then giving him a -2 defense, bringing him to defense 13. Then he hit Mordikaar with a telekinesis to give him give her back arc to all of his storm lances and moving him 2 inches further and out of position. So now he's going defense 11. I only camped 3 this turn because I thought 3 would be enough to keep me alive. He starts putting every shot he has into me, so Junior just went there and did quite a bit of damage and forced me to transfer. This Firefly walks up to the point of the hill and takes a shot at me and manages to force me to transfer again. Alright, I think I just took that damage because he did kind of crappy damage. Laddermore moves up and takes a shot. Or she does not take a shot, sorry, she stabs some Nihilators to free up another one of her Storm Lances. And then the Storm Lances all get press forward orders, and he gets 1 proxy basing a couple things to make sure he can get the other ones, 2 and 3. So he gets 3 Storm Lances into me. I believe I only had 1 transfer left at this point, and he's got the 3 assault shots and 3 charge attacks, and it only took 1 of the charge attacks to kill Mordikaar. So, very quick game for me. Sorry about that, guys. It'll be a victory to Cygnar. Being a Cygnar player, I should have seen that coming. I should have known about Haley's abilities. Obviously, Thorn is a big deal. But since he can arc while engaged and he's such high defense doing any damage to him, even if I had managed to jam him up somehow with Turn Briar, I'm not sure I would have been able to do enough damage to knock out his arc node anyway. The big problem with my list there was I just didn't respect the threat of Haley. I could have had Mordikaar significantly further back. This is not a kill box scenario, so there's no point for Mordikaar to be anywhere near the front lines, to be anywhere near charging range of the Stormclads. So that was a big problem for me. I need to readjust my sights and make sure I keep the caster safe. I do not know how long it will take me to learn that lesson. So if you take anything from this video, know that keeping the caster safe is always a hard lesson to learn, and it is probably the most important lesson to learn. So I hope you all liked the video. Thanks to the new YouTube algorithm for deciding what videos are good or not. If you guys can comment or like the video, please do, or share the video. Views don't mean too much anymore, which is fine. I don't get that many views anyway, but if you guys want to like, comment, or share, please do so below. If you want to click on the link in the doobly-doo to my Facebook page, or just follow the Facebook page address that comes at the end of the video. Check me out on Facebook. I post my videos there. I am attempting to start posting more and more stuff there. So if you guys want to start posting there, if you want to tell me anything about what you want to see, casters you want to see, fights you want to try to see, I can see what I can face up against. And then if anyone's going to be going to the Las Vegas Open, it's in about a month and 3 weeks, give or take. So hopefully I will see you guys there. Have a good day. Peace out.